Comfort isn't just keeping you in place. There's real neuroscience showing it's actively working against you, quietly, in ways you genuinely can't detect from the inside. And the research doesn't say what you'd expect. It doesn't say discomfort builds character. It says something way more unsettling. You can feel perfectly fine and still be losing capacity. Researchers at UCSF discovered that when your neural circuits aren't regularly pushed, your brain doesn't just sit there waiting. It reorganizes, away from the abilities you're not using. By the time we're done here, you'll understand exactly why comfort feels so logical. And it'll change the way you read your own everyday choices. If you've sat through a dozen videos telling you to get uncomfortable, and you're still sitting in the same spot, that's not a discipline problem. The actual research points somewhere most of that content never goes. Finding 1. The wanting versus liking split. Berridge and Kringelbach, researchers out of Oxford and Michigan, found that wanting and liking run on 2 completely separate brain systems. Wanting, the drive to pursue things, runs on dopamine. Liking, that feeling of this is enough, operates on a different circuit entirely. Here's the part that changes everything. Chronic comfort doesn't kill liking. Netflix still feels good. A lazy Sunday still feels okay. But it quietly erodes wanting. You feel fine, and you just stop reaching. You feel fine, and you just stop reaching. You don't even notice, because the contentment piece is still humming along. That's the mechanism. Comfort dismantles your drive system while leaving satisfaction totally intact. That's why you can't see it happening. And honestly, okay might be one of the most dangerous places a person can stay. Finding 2. Your ceiling drops. Researchers at the Norwegian School of Economics found that adults living in persistently low-challenge environments saw their hedonic baseline drop measurably faster. In plain English, the longer you sit inside comfort, the lower your ceiling falls. Your own definition of fine quietly shrinks. And from where you're standing, fine still feels like fine. Finding 3. The self-efficacy loop. Stanford's replications of Bandura's work show that every extended stretch without a real mastery experience chips away at your belief in your own capability. Lower self-efficacy means you attempt less. Fewer attempts mean fewer wins. Fewer wins drag self-efficacy down even further. That's not a slump. It's a loop. And comfort is the thing keeping it spinning. Now stack all 3 together. 1. Comfort drains wanting while liking stays untouched so you feel okay. 2. Low challenge conditions shrink your ceiling without you catching it. 3. Without mastery experiences, self-belief erodes in a cycle that feeds itself. Comfort feels reasonable because it feels fine, but fine is a moving target. And it's been drifting downward this whole time. Call it the quiet contraction. This gradual, invisible narrowing of what feels possible, driven not by failure but by the sustained absence of challenge. And here's the thing to hold on to. Your brain doesn't sound an alarm when comfort is contracting it. It just quietly updates what fine means. But I'm busy. This doesn't apply to me. Busy and challenged aren't the same thing. You can be completely slammed and still have your wanting system running on empty. If everything you're doing is familiar, predictable, safe. The quiet contraction doesn't need you sitting idle. It just needs you to stop reaching. Tomorrow morning, when you catch yourself picking the easier option for no real reason, ask yourself, is this rest? Or is this the quiet contraction? Tonight, write down 1 real challenge you've been dodging. Not because you failed at it, but because it felt unnecessary. 1 line. That's the whole move. Your brain didn't betray you. It did exactly what it was designed to do. But now you know. And knowing changes what you reach for next.